Have you ever avoided a situation because it made you feel anxious, nervous, or maybe a little bit scared? This could mean physically avoiding something, like not leading a grade float or skipping a party. Maybe you decided to not try out for a sports team, play, or band. Maybe it's as simple as not raising your hands in class, even if you know the answer. Or letting your mind wander, going away in your head because it feels safe. Now what if I told you that every time you avoid something, even though in the moment you may feel relieved, it actually gets worse? That anxiety, fear, and worry all get stronger, and your safe place suddenly doesn't feel so safe anymore. I struggle with stage fright, and this might seem pretty ironic since I'm willingly sharing my story with all of you guys. My stage fright has always been a small part of my life, but in 6th grade, when I started middle school, it started to feel a lot more overwhelming. I worried a lot more about what people thought of me. I stopped talking in class, and I would only occasionally raise my hand if I was 100% sure I was right. And if I wasn't right, I would panic. I would avoid presentations. If I was asked to read something in Hebrew, I would say no. What if I messed up? It was my first year learning the language, after all. In 7th grade, I decided to start confronting my fears, and I put myself in situations that I knew would make me uncomfortable, with the hope that it would fix my anxiety. I joined choir and band. I made it a goal to raise my hand once or twice a class. And to be completely honest with you, it was hard. I would stress myself out before every performance. And if I said something wrong in class, I felt like everybody was judging me. Although I was pushing myself, I wasn't doing it with the right mindset. I wouldn't let myself have fun because I would only focus on the things I did wrong. If I got one question wrong on a test, it didn't matter that I'd gotten the other 29 questions right. If I did really well during a solo on a show, I would still feel frustrated if I messed up a harmony. It wasn't until 8th grade that I decided to change that mindset. Instead of letting those mistakes feel like a setback, I used them as a learning experience to prevent them from happening again. I focused on the progress I made, whether it was big, like giving a presentation in front of the class, or if it was small, like taking a solo in band practice. So when I started to do more things that made me uncomfortable, the easier it got to do them. I mainly focused on the good things, and if I messed up, it was okay. And now, here I am, still with stage fright, delivering a speech in public. These things are still hard, and maybe they always will be, but concerts are something that I enjoy, and I love to share my thoughts in class, especially if it's something I'm passionate about. That's why, I believe that sometimes you need to step out of your comfort zone, and give yourself some slack when you do, because pushing yourself can be messy. But each time you do it, it gets a little bit easier.